This is a song from Sunset Boulevard, which tells the story of Norma Desmond, silent movie star, who is coming back to the studio where she had the biggest success 50 years ago. And as she walks into the studio, she looks around and says, "I don't know why I'm frightened. I know my way around here. The cardboard trees, the painted scenes, the sound here. Yes, a world to rediscover. But I'm not in any hurry, and I need a moment." The whispered conversations in overcrowded hallways, the atmosphere as thrilling here as always. Feel the early morning madness, feel the magic in the making. Yes, everything's as if we never said goodbye. I've spent so many mornings just trying to resist you. I'm trembling now, you can't know how I've missed you. Missed the fairy tale adventures in this ever-spinning playground. We were young together. I'm coming out of makeup, the lights already burning. Not long until the cameras will start turning. We'll have early morning madness. We'll have magic in the making. Yes, everything's as if we never said goodbye. I don't want to be alone. No, that's all in the past. This world's waited long enough. I've come home at last. And this time will be better and brighter than we knew it. So watch me fly. We all know I can do it. Could I stop my hand from shaking? Has there ever been a moment with so much to live for? The whispered conversations in overcrowded hallways. So much to say, not just today, but always. We'll have early morning madness. We'll have magic in the making. Yes, everything's as if we never said goodbye. Oh, please, don't ever make me say goodbye. From Boca Raton, I'd like to have you all join with us for the Brooklyn Cafe.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Hello.
Wow, some countdown. I mean, you know, can you give me a little guidance?
5, 4, 3.
Not now.
2.
Now you're on
And
the
you're
air.
on.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. You know, it's really funny. I sat by for 7 minutes and I watched you guys do something. Didn't say a word. I says, we gotta go, we gotta go. And then, all of a sudden, the boat left the pier. I'm in the water, everybody's moving, and nobody's ready.
We're all ready.
Did you hear a count? Did anybody hear a countdown?
I heard the intro. After the amazing music we had from Carol, then we played the intro.
And here's the cover.
And it said, and now
I need some of
more
that
with
stuff.
Dawn and Freddie S. And there was a...
I need that stuff.
You need some nail polish? I
Yes.
do too, as a matter of fact. My nails are all popping.
Now
It's
she has to leave, so we're gonna pop over there and find out what everybody's talking about.
popping nails, popping nail polish. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to our fun Friday as we move into a tropical depression in sunny South Florida. But you know what? As they say, the show must go on. We've got music today from JM Productions. We've got real life piano in the house, amazing singer. We've got some longtime friends from Purewell. We're going to get into that. We had an amazing show this morning with Eileen Lemelman. It all starts with you. And holy cow, lady, you had people watching from around the world because Nina has friends near and far who are writing in. It doesn't matter that my phone is choppy overseas. As long as she's on air, I know what she's doing is amazing. You have no idea what was going on with your show. Truly spectacular. I only wish I could get my nails done. We have our crew up at Copper Point Brewing Company because today is National Donut Day. So they'll be coming back with some beer from Copper Point and some donuts from TMI Food Truck. So they're in there in the rain and we're dealing with a little bit of technical things, but we got it rocking and rolling. And yes, there's always hope, Freddie, so smile.
And how you doing?
So we keep on going. I guess we're going to start with Eileen because Nina is on a schedule.
Yes, Nina has a little day job also. So, you know, she's started this amazing company and she's also working full time. Isn't it amazing what women can do?
It's amazing to watch your show grow is what it is. Truly spectacular.
Well, thank you. You know, it is really resonating with so many people. You know, I guess because people need it.
Your intro, unbelievable.
It was nice. The whole thing was nice. And I got to talk to your guests a little bit. And we broke it down of being nervous to no nervous. Oh, she used a different word. What was the word you used?
Excited.
Excited. We were very clever.
She
went to
reframed
excitement.
it.
Yes.
She reframed it
but
from
I'm-
being nervous to being excited.
But I'm really intrigued about what she does with nail polish. Because as you know, I used to have a nail polish business.
Wasn't it Chez Sensois?
Anyway, that's what it was called.
Wasn't that the name of your nail
Yes,
salon?
that's
What was it called?
Chez Sensois.
Chez Sensois?
Isn't that so sexy?
Yeah.
I only wish I knew what it
Chez
meant.
Sensois.
And I'm going to tell you, this was, how am I 60? I must say, this was 32 years ago. And 32 years ago, I had stuff like this. I had a fashion show every couple of hours, twice a day. Wines, I had a wine distributor, you were bringing different wines. Then I had a man's club in the back, a man's cave. This is 32 years ago.
This was in the Bronx?
in the Bronx.
Oh my goodness.
This is right next to where J-Lo used to hang out.
Wow.
That's
Jenny
how I
from the
remember.
block?
Jenny on the block?
That's where she used to hang out over there. And it's funny because I got into that business because a friend of mine said to me, let's make $1 million. I never knew how to buy nails. I went and I bought them. But that stuff is magical. Nails and foot massages and all this. And now that I've gotten older, it's for therapy, and we're going to talk to my friend over there about that. But it changes your whole perspective. And what she does, I used to get my nails, believe it or not, done every week with the clear. And it's gratitude, according to what she's going to explain
You
to
know how
us.
you always talk about the gifts come from your hands?
Yes.
And we always share our gifts with our hands, right? We give and everything we do with our hands. And here Nina has this manicures with manifestation and gratitude and
Intention.
tell us all about this
And I
nail
love the
polish
word
line.
magical. It is magical.
It is, yeah. That's exactly what it's all about. So I'm the founder of the Mani Co., and we stand for Mindset, Manifesting, and Manicures. Every polish is named with a positive affirmation. The first step that we have, our clear coat that Freddie was talking about, is setting your intentions. It's all about getting your mind right, making you focus on the good and the positive that you want to see in the world, and then following up with a color, a positive affirmation, practicing that, taking the time to be still, to focus. Don't chip your nail, don't smudge your polish. Literally get into the mindset of the good that you want to see and do for yourself. And the manifesting comes when you finish up with our final coat, which is gratitude. You finish every step and touch everything in your life with gratitude, and from that, how could anything bad come from that? So that's what we're about.
Isn't that amazing? I love that. I love that. Yes, and gratitude
Can you
is
check for Mike and
what
make sure
it's
it's-
all
Nina, is
about.
your green light on your microphone?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
They can't hear her.
And what number do you have on there?
A2.
All right. Go ahead.
But it's all about gratitude. It's all about putting out the positive intention and finding the gratitude in everything that we do. Because we can look at life and everything that we do with a negative approach, but then what we put out into the universe is what we get back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Freddie said it best. One of the first things he asked me, "Are you nervous?" And I had to stop myself, and it's a part of the practice. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. Once you affirm that and you believe it, and that's how you enter your day and do everything else, you can just carry that out.
Now, why another nail polish line? Because there's a lot of big lines out there that have traction, that have names.
Absolutely. And I think that was one of the things that drew me to it, was that I felt like their platform was being misused. For me, the first thing I do when I look at a nail polish is I check out the beautiful color, but then I immediately go underneath and look at the name. And all of the names are like Sugar Daddy,
Funny
Bunny,
Bunny.
Funny Bunny, ballet.
Sugar Daddy.
Oh yeah, ballet slippers. It's missing the mark on what we should be focusing on, which is talking about the positive stuff, the mindset.
He's laughing
I gotta
because they
tell
don't
you,
even know there's names
I
to
gotta
nail
tell you,
polish.
every guy in here is laughing. Sugar Daddy.
It's a nail polish
Ballet
name.
slippers.
Funny, I feel like I'm at the Playboy Club. I gotta tell you, one of the things that we learned when you put the polish on your hands and your feet, and we used to cut hair too. The reason we brought the clothes in is because we wanted you to leave as a different person. And people bought the clothes. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I even had people sing in the store. And they used to buy clothes, they used to drink wine, and everybody was being purchased a la carte. But you're absolutely right. This changes all the energy around you. Even the names. I mean, the guys, they're listening.
Yeah, it catches your attention now.
It does. And for your wife, if you want to give, or your girlfriend, a significant other, you want to give them a gift, guaranteed to get out of the doghouse.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, because it means you're
Proven
paying
results.
attention. It's one of those gifts that means, oh, he's paying
Do they have
attention.
nail polishes for men too?
Yes.
Yes.
but- yes.
Yes.
I remember when I worked for a conglomerate years ago, handling their advertising, I was considered an executive at that point, and I had to go get my nails manicured, but it was all clear.
That's right. That's gratitude is the
So
one that's clear.
that's all we had was clear.
But that's okay because they used to buff them and polish them and cut the cuticles and all that other crap that goes in there. But then, but I got to tell you, it changes your perspective on life. Because if you take care of your hands, it's like your car. If your car is a mess,
Oh yeah.
reevaluate.
Yes.
Because you got to get that nice and clean. And this is what this does. But I love how this sets up the whole you. That's why when I saw her doing her thing over there, I went, interesting. And all these flashbacks came up. I was big on this stuff.
I'm sure.
And now she has GoDaddy and Sugar Daddy.
Sugar Daddy. What are some of the names?
None of those names. They're all affirmations. We've got conquer from within, a force to be reckoned with. Rule number 1 is always have fun, be kind, be fiercely kind, follow your yellow brick road. Just anything that we want you to think and feel and do for yourself.
So you do color by name,
Yes,
not by color.
not by
That's
color.
interesting.
And how do people purchase it?
We have a website online. It's www.themanico.com. We also have a shop via Instagram. You can follow us at The Manico, and via Facebook as well.
Can you put it on top of tips in acrylic?
Absolutely.
I got to tell you, I like it for your entertainers to give them, the female entertainers, to get up there and make them feel superior.
You already feel superior, unfortunately.
You know, they work with
You know, they got
Jeffrey.
big heads now. You want to give them bigger
We want
heads?
bigger heads, yeah. I love that. I love that whole concept. I like to work with your people doing this and putting clothes attached to it. It changes people's perspective, and with the summer coming and all the other things, you go to the beach now and you wear that $400 bikini and you don't do your toes or your hands. And hello, gotta go home.
You know,
Just saying.
even for moms that are expecting, the last thing you do before you go to the hospital is you get a mani-pedi, because you can't do your own because you can't see over the
What
belly,
is
but that is the
And
first.
the makeup when
the
they
one
give
thing you
birth
do
for the
before you
picture.
go into the hospital.
What is that?
You gotta look good.
Gotta look good.
Because you
When I-
never know when you're gonna have time
In-
to do it again.
In the day, you didn't look good. You looked like Muhammad Ali did a number on you. Now they have. I remember Valerie. Don't take no pictures. I gotta do the face. And you're in birth.
Yeah, but it's just what is important to women. You just gotta feel complete.
Is this all done online?
It is. Or we're also in local markets throughout South Florida, Miami
He's gonna
and
need your
Delray.
card because
Yeah, I'll
he
give you
must
my
be in the
card.
doghouse.
He's already
for his
thinking.
wife.
No, 'cause, listen, my wife is already, if
Texting
she's
you?
listening or watching, I'll hit it when I get home.
Tell us the website again.
www.themanico.com.
Fantastic. Thank you
Thank-
so much.
thank
Nina
you.
Mastinello for joining us. Eileen, you're staying with us?
Yes, I'm staying
All right,
on.
more to come
Yes.
because
Fun
working
stuff.
with Eileen is
Thank
truly a
you.
gift. So you are in incredibly good hands.
Thank you.
Do we want to go out with another song?
Do we have another song to go out? All right, and then we'll take to her and
Absolutely.
Greg.
She's going to take us out. We've got cabaret singer Glenda Granger.
Beat of the tom-tom, when the jungle shadows fall, like the
So do we give
tick-tock of the stately clock as it stands against the wall, like the drip, drip, drip of the raindrops when a summer shower is through. So a voice within me keeps repeating, you, you, you. Night and day, you are the one. Only you, beneath the moon and under the sun. In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you, night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are. I think of you night and day, day and night. Under the hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning deep down inside of me. And this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you, day and night, night and day, day and night. Under the hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning deep down inside of me. And this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you, day and night, night and day, day and night, night and day, night and day.
adjust. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing, Luhu Advisors. Let us help you.
WEMP World. WEMP, the Women's Empowerment Token's mission is to support and empower women globally while providing a platform to educate women in the cryptocurrency market. Every transaction made through WEMP token will support the WEMP charity wallet and women entrepreneurs. WEMP is here to stay. For more information, visit wemp.world. That's WEMP, WEMP.world.
House hunting is about to become easier than ever. Our interactive map zeroes in on available listings in your favorite neighborhoods, with all of the details you need to make an informed decision, as well as free email alerts as soon as a property matching your needs pops up in the market. We'll even give you a free and accurate evaluation of your home's value. Statewide Realty Group will make your next home less of a chore today.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Glamorous or stand by hours. You're oh so wonderful. I'll never find the words that say enough, tell enough. I mean, they're just not swell enough. You're much too much and just too very, very to ever be in Mr. Webster's dictionary. And so I am borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous for words. And we have Gary Lawrence on the piano over there. You're much too much, just too very, very to ever be in Mr. Webster's dictionary. And so I am borrowing a love song from the birds to tell you that you're marvelous, tell you that you're marvelous, tell you that you're marvelous, too marvelous for words.
So I gotta ask you get this jewelry? Good stuff.
Actually, for Gary.
Gary Lawrence?
Gary introduced me to Glenda many years ago, and realizing, you know, I read her bio,
camera too.
and I could not
Cover camera
believe her background and singing for over 40 years now.
More than 40.
Wow.
Yeah. And she performs all over South Florida. She can go 3 hours without taking a break and not crack a note, which is unheard of. And I'm not even going to tell you how old she is. If she wants to know, you got to
I
ask
don't
her.
mind. I don't mind.
She's 87.
Wow. God bless you. You are unbelievable.
Thank you. It's
Unbelievable.
something that I'm kind of proud of, that I've been able to keep on singing constantly all of these years without stopping, and I'm still singing. So I guess I'm doing something right.
That is absolutely incredible. You're from England?
I am originally from England, yes, but I lived for a couple of years in Spain, a couple of years in Paris, where I made some movies. My late husband used to tell people I made French movies. And yeah, he had a great sense of humor. And I also lived in Mexico for a couple of years, where I had my own TV show. And then I came into the States in '62, and I auditioned and got a job at the Latin Quarter in New York as the chief soubrette. And I was there for a year and 2 months, 7 nights a week, 2 shows a night, 3 on weekends. So it was a lot.
Wow.
Latin quarters.
That's
it was
incredible.
fun.
Your whole life you've been doing this. And then here's the question. How'd you end up with Jeffrey?
Well, Jeffrey, I met through Gary Lawrence, who is my accompanist, the gentleman you've heard playing piano today. Gary and I have been working together for approximately 11 years, isn't it, Gary? Yeah. And Gary introduced me to Jeffrey, and the rest, as they say, is history.
11 years.
I mean, such a background, the Latin Quarter, everything.
I heard a rumor that you performed with Jerry Lewis.
Yes, I was in a movie with Jerry Lewis. The movie was called Hook, Line, and Sinker. It should have been called Hook, Line, and Stinker. It was a terrible movie.
But it was
I
popular.
Well, yes, I played a lifeguard, and I had to give Jerry mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
There are worse things in the world.
Well, yeah. But yeah, I made a lot of movies. I did a movie in France called Two Men in Manhattan, which became a film noir classic. So, yeah, thank goodness I've been very fortunate.
I mean, it says here, Jackie Mason, Milton Berle, the Smothers Brothers. It goes on and on. Well, you were talking about the Smothers Brothers. She's performed in Puerto Rico.
But before we go to the Smothers Brothers, Jackie Mason. Little known fact, Jackie Mason made more people famous than he's even given credit for. I mean, everybody went through Jackie Mason in the day.
Jackie Mason, to me, was one of the most brilliant minds that I have ever worked with. I used to open for him, and after I'd done my first 40 minutes, I would stay by the stage in the wings and watch him, and every night was something different. He was never thrown. If he had people heckling him in the audience, he would pick up on it and go with it. Brilliant, brilliant mind.
I remember when I was young, I used to watch Jackie Mason because I thought that he was a funny-looking guy. And I was laughing. But then some of the people that went through that show, they all became superstars. You ever watch a movie and the players at the time weren't stars? They were just role players. And then you look at Sylvester Stallone, all of a sudden they become a somebody today. But back in the day when these things all started, but everybody went through Jackie Mason, everybody.
Yes.
Now the
yes.
Smothers Brothers, I watched because I thought they were kooky.
We were talking about that, I think, last week, the Smothers Brothers. I think Eileen was here. We were talking about it, and I don't
You never
remember
saw
them.
the Smothers Brothers?
No.
Remember the brother that used to play the big bass? And the
It
other
was
guy
like
used
on
to
Lawrence
sing.
Welk or something, but
No, it wasn't Lawrence
No,
Welk.
it wasn't Lawrence Welk.
Lawrence Welk, no.
I don't know.
That was
Lawrence
the
Welk.
bubble
You guys
guy.
remember the Smothers Brothers back there?
I was going to say, I definitely remember Jackie Mason.
You don't remember the Smothers Brothers?
I don't.
Yeah, they weren't too
You're
hippie.
much younger than I am.
Open all the mics.
But
They used to be on
I
Laugh-In
definitely know
a
Jackie
lot.
Mason, and
Oh, yes.
The Smothers Brothers had the show The Laugh-In, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were on Laugh-In a
Laugh-In.
lot.
Remember
yeah.
they had the they had the farmer, and he used
Yeah.
to sing that song, and at the end he used to spit, ping, ping. Oh, it was hilarious. And with the pig,
Laughing was wonderful. I love that
I was
show.
influenced. What can I tell
A
you?
groundbreaking show.
Yes, yes.
The Great American Songbook, where are you performing?
I'm performing right now at a place in Wilton Manors called Tropics Cabaret Bar and Grill. And I've been doing various different retirement communities, which is really lovely because the people that I sing to, they love the Great American Songbook. But Tropics in Wilton Manors is where I am every other week. And great, great audiences. People, I take requests every time because between Gary and I, we probably have a couple of thousand songs that we can pick up. People ask for a song, we can do it immediately. And that kind of seems to make people happy that they're taking a part in the show themselves.
I guess that answers my question because I was going to ask you, how do you keep your voice up? You know, after, and just constant. I mean, you know.
I
you
never
said it, it's
warm
impressive.
up. I'm very, very fortunate, thank you, God, that my voice is strong and I don't do anything special. I never warm up. I sing for 3 hours straight, nonstop.
Yeah, that's
Amazing.
insane.
That's the part that got to me. We usually do warm-ups in this place. Takes 15, 20 minutes. You were on and running. I'm like, what happened? Let's do another warm-up. And she goes right through it.
That's amazing.
She's like, Marilyn May.
Ah,
You
my
know,
idol.
I mean, she's just like, she's singing now. She's in her 90s?
She's 94. She just had her 94th
Yeah,
birthday.
94,
Wow.
Marilyn May.
She is
And
amazing.
she's still performing, okay? It's just, really amazing. And Glenda was mentioning about between the two of them, thousands of songs. Gary, when I first met Gary years ago, I call him a music historian because he researches and goes back, and we've created a couple of shows that Gary came up with called Songs of the Sunshine State, and also Chopin, Tchaikovsky, and all that jazz. That the Songs of the Sunshine State is a show that relates to all the songs that pertain to Florida from 1910 to the present, and he gives a little background on each song, history of them. Most of them you've never heard of. I mean, you know of where the boys are and that kind of stuff, but Apalachicola and Miami Beach Rumba and he's researched all that stuff, and he put the show together, and we've done a couple of performances. We did one with the Boca Raton Museum of Art when they had a special on Florida, and it was perfect for them. So they did a show, with two other singers, with Gary on the piano.
Gary, you're unbelievable. When we moved into this studio, Freddie said, I want a piano. And I looked at him and these white walls, and we had a red plastic tablecloth hanging for Thanksgiving. And I said, you want a what? He says, yeah, we're going to hang art and we're going to bring in a piano. So my mother was there, and this was my great-grandmother's piano. So she's 103 years old. So my mother says to Freddie, it's all yours, right?
But originally I was going to put it in the lobby, but we can't get it in the lobby.
Correct.
Because it weighs too much.
It had to come through. It had to come through those
yeah, through
doors
the
and then be
garage,
put
yeah.
together in here.
Yeah.
So to hear music on this piano, and one of those things that you take for granted because you're so incredible at playing, and then I actually stop. And it's one of those moments where I think, wow, this piano has seen and heard, and those are the original keys on the piano. So I thank you for. We had to have the pedals rebuilt when we came in. So this was
is the
the
pedal.
original. These were the originals that they made this into a little bench for us. One of the artists here. Truly such a gift.
And the funny thing is that I asked Dawn to play the piano,
Well, no, we're not talking about Dawn.
but I am.
This is not a
And
Dawn.
Dawn goes, I don't play the piano. So we set up the piano, and I can't play. I always wanted to play. And I opened the seat, and there's Dawn's music with her name on it. All the music. She used to take piano piano lessons.
Oh my goodness!
So she does play the piano.
She did.
She does. No, not she did.
I
Well,
think
you
Gary's
play,
sitting
you
there
never
very
did.
quietly, so I thank you for playing for us,
And
for
she
bringing
just
some
switches the
music, for
subject.
bringing life back into the studio.
So I'm going to be making an announcement. We're going to be having a concert in here with Dawn. We'll be playing the piano.
Oh no, we won't be.
And everybody's going to come and cheer you on.
But before we go to commercial break, you know it's the Queen's 70th,
You know, you're reading my mind.
and here we have right with it.
Oops. My bad.
What was that?
Oh, this water.
Could you
well,
clean it up,
go.
please?
I'll take care of it, don't worry.
We've got Glenda from England. What do you think of the Queen's 70th year?
I'm really thrilled because this lady has been, I guess, the beacon of light for everybody. I know that a lot of the Commonwealth countries are not that happy anymore with Britain. You know, there's a lot of history going back, but I'm just thrilled that she has lived to this great age and kept her, can I say marbles? Kept her sense of dignity and happiness for the rest of the country. I'm thrilled about it. I've been watching bits and pieces of it in between my knitting and home, and thinking of London, where I haven't been back in such a long time, and it makes me very proud, Dawn.
She looks so amazing, like total queen. She's always a lady.
And
in
everybody's
grace,
into
right?
the Queen. She's 97.
God bless her.
And everybody says that when she moves on, Britain will become again Britain. She has changed the whole style of
Yes.
its elegance and its importance, and she carries herself as the Queen. And it's funny because I was watching, they put film when she first came through. She was young.
She's 25, I believe. Were you there? Were you in England when she was coronated?
No, I wasn't. That was, I think I was in New York when that happened.
Wow.
But of course, as everybody did, I watch it on television
You wanna switch
with
mics?
everybody else. I'm very proud about it, too.
Just give her the mic.
Unbelievable.
Where's she going?
I
Thing
don't
is,
know.
I've kept my British citizenship. I have dual citizenship. When I became an American citizen, when I married my second husband, and I had to
We're gonna
change.
give you,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna give
switch
you
your
another
mic.
mic.
I'm sorry?
Swap out your mic.
Oh, you're
swap
going
our-
to switch my mic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. Thank you. And it advertises the Brooklyn Cafe Show. That's very good. But when I changed my nationality and I became an American citizen, I called up the British consulate in Washington. I said, I don't want to lose my British citizenship. Is there any problem with that? And this very plummy voice said, Madam, were you born in Britain? And I said, yes. And he said, well, once you're British, you're always British.
You can't lose it.
That was
Now,
it.
do you know that I am knighted? What's a female knighter?
You're a lord.
I'm a lord. My name is Lord Frederick of Santori. It's right there.
Yes, we have our paperwork over there.
Oh, I want to hear the story about it.
There's a gentleman that we know from England. We all know him. Who brought over? Don't be looking up there. He ain't up there. He's over here. We brought him over, and he explained to us how you can become lordship or lady. And you buy a 5 by 5 inch square of land in England.
Really?
And they give you the paperwork. And I thought he was kidding me. So we went online and we did it, and it shows up. And they give you the paperwork for you to get a credit card so that you can have Lord or Lady attached to it.
Yep.
Because we still have roots to England. I mean, we
He
went to-
offered that to you?
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't offer it to me.
Yes, he did.
So
No, he
you
didn't.
mean
Yes, he
I
did. He
could
was
become a
sitting right
lady
there.
again?
Yes, you
talking
can
about
be a
Barry?
lady. Yes.
He didn't offer that to me.
He's right there. The whole thing is right there. It came in. I mean, we haven't
Yeah, but I'm
pressed
saying you
anyone.
didn't offer me a lordship.
He did. That's the day you fell. You weren't hearing well.
Oh, Jeffrey.
But everybody
Sir
loves
Jeffrey.
Sir
That's
Jeffrey.
a different story. When I
You
took
could be
a
Everybody
tumble
loves the
here.
Queen.
You could be Sir Jeffrey. I'll
Sir
give you
Jeffrey.
the website.
Then we have
Okay.
to bow down
I'll
to
look
you.
at it.
That ain't happening. I can't get that low.
Glenda, when are you performing next?
The second Monday in June, and I'll be at Tropics from 7 to 9:30, nonstop. And I'm there every other Monday night now, which is great because Mondays are very, very busy. We had an incredible night on Memorial Day, and I love it. I love singing there.
We
You
got
were-
our,
you were
we
well.
got our I haven't got the date yet, but I was at the Skolnick Center this morning before I came here. And she lives in Palm Air, Linda. And the head of Skolnick didn't know she sang, and she's in there knitting once a week with
She
her
was knitting?
I'm a
crew.
knitter.
Yeah. And so we're going to get her booked for a concert at Skolnick. And Cape Cabaret we're working on as well.
And you
over
have a
Cape Cod.
new venue, I hear, that we're going to maybe stream from,
Yeah.
and it's close by. That's good. How is your events happening on the West Coast?
It's doing very well. Even though it's non-season, I've got 8 or 9 of my performers in different, starting in June all the way through March of next year,
That's fantastic.
performing over at Cape Cabaret.
Wow, that's amazing. Let's take a commercial break. Glenda, you want to take us out to another break?
Would love to.
All right, Bailey, you're going to get the countdown for us?
Gotta get the, hold on a second, we gotta get the cameras
Josh's
ready.
going to reset the cameras, but she is unbelievable.
She has a lot of flair, a lot of.
Oh
she
my
has-
gosh,
she has
such a
like
lady.
This, yeah, like we were talking about when you come from England, and you
It's
argue
her
with
stage
your,
presence, right?
you argue with your wife. A guy argues with his wife. He says, "Dear, I'm so sorry, but I
I'm
disagree
so upset
with
with
you."
you.
Here in the States, they go, "What?" And they start cursing. And it's like this elegance that you get in England.
Right, Nick? She's so proper, right?
Well, somewhat. Yes.
Somewhat.
We're always proper. We English people are always reserved and proper.
Is her camera set, Josh? Yeah, it is. Awesome. You guys
All right,
ready to
let's
take us to camera 3 and out to commercial break?
This is from a movie of the same name that starred Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford. I know you know the name of the movie. And this is the song. Memories light the corners of my mind. Misty watercolored memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind. Misty watercolored memories of the way we were. Could it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. But it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were. Oh, could it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember, we simply choose to forget. But it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were. The way we were.
Years come and go, always with a twirl.
Providing music you will enjoy. JM Production performers will brighten up your stage. Condominiums and residential communities, nightclubs and restaurants that want to provide top quality singers and entertainers for their social events, banquets, celebrations, and their customers use JM Productions to ensure that they have an uplifting and beautiful event. Now, tune in for the show.
Dancing for my life.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day. Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Cool, calm, collected. Needing a drink to end a long day, or maybe to start your vacation right? Gubba Rum is here to let you kick back and do just that. Inspired by a technique that dates back to the 1800s, these artisanal, organic, and naturally infused rums are made from pure cane and the finest fruits, spices, and herbs the world has to offer. Gubba Silver is infused with naturally shredded coconut, and Gubba Gold is infused with real vanilla bean. Simply shake and enjoy. Visit gubbarum.com to find the nearest location to buy or enjoy. All establishments have personally reviewed and enjoyed firsthand the wicked smoothness of Gubba Rum. 35% ABV and 70 proof. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, take your mark, because we're back.
And we're back. How do you like that camera angle? Oh, there you are. Front and center. I know. By Friday, I could make you crazy.
I am gonna, yeah, take the roll line.
We should have actually done all of that while you guys are on camera.
We are going to do all this on camera. Don't worry. We'll get it over it.
I'm really excited because yesterday, Freddie, you were at a meeting. You texted me that Nick was coming in to talk about some products, and you didn't quite tell me what it was, but they come over from Purewell, and I had no idea the amount of products or what these gentlemen do
Well, I knew what he did. I didn't know the amount of stuff he had.
So this is, we're going to go over to camera 3, and we've got Nick joining us, and we're talking about PureWell. Nick and Peter, correct? Correct. And I'm going to let you guys tell us what it is. We got Nick, we got Peter, we got a line
laughing
since yesterday. Yeah. A line of products from PureWell, and my understanding is it's a mix of anti-inflammatories and cannabis.
Yeah, we have a lot of different products. We're basically a specialty medical product company that does have cannabis in it, which is honestly the opposite of what everybody knows. Everyone's heard of CBD. Of course, it's a big name. Everyone's like, oh, CBD or marijuana or these types of things. And believe it or not, there's a lot of healing properties that people don't realize, that it's not just about getting you high, and it's not just about anxiety. It's about sleep, depression, long-term anti-inflammatories, all types of pain. We're known for making custom formulations for specific disease states. So it's a little bit different. You go to a head shop or, a farmer's market or these places, you see CBD. This is not the same product that we have. We've won medical awards for the products that we've put together with custom formulation. So let's say we have something for sleep. This isn't just something that has CBD and melatonin in it. There's 11 different things that are in this product.
In all the products, or in
almost every one of our products, we do a custom formulation. So there's other molecules that we add into the product along with cannabis to be not as well as efficacious, which means they work. Right? So that's really important, okay? Because a lot of people have products out there, no matter what they are, and they don't even work, right? So we got to make sure that they work. Snake oil, right?
It smells amazing.
So we want to, that's number one, that they work, right? But the second thing is, are they safe? Everybody's worried about taking pharmaceuticals now, and what is it doing to me, and what kind of side effects or contraindications. Maybe I'm taking a different type of medication. Is it going to interact with something else that I'm taking? So these are products that you don't have to worry about this type of thing, but they're made for specific disease states, specific conditions that you might have. For example, the one that Freddie has on, it's one of our great products called, it's a salve. And it has, when I tell you about the properties, we have professional athletes, we have all types of people that long-term chronic pain that use these products.
How much does he need to be using on one foot, though?
Well, he's just rubbing generously, and I'm watching him go.
He's rubbing generously.
Now, Dawn, what you have, I want you to open that up. That's that's a roll-on.
This smells so good.
We have so many people that use this product. It's not even funny. That's something, if you want to just throw that on your neck, if you want to, you could put it on your temples for a headache. That's something that's easy, that works for, maybe someone comes in and out of the gym, maybe they're in a car, maybe they're at home, they don't want to get their, because Freddie's stuff has got a little bit of viscosity to it. It's a little thicker. Got a little grease on it, right? So it's a little thicker. The roll-on, it's almost instant into your skin. You don't have to touch anything. Fast drying, and it's micronized, right? So it gets deep into the penetration layers of your epidermis.
So it says nano-infused.
Nano-infused, so very small particles in that product, which means that it just goes in a lot quicker. It gets absorbed a lot faster. But our flagship products are really, again, the Pure Sleep, which we have an oil and I've won several medical awards for this product because of how well it works. It's not just about putting you to sleep, okay? I could put you to sleep with a bottle of wine, That's not what I'm trying to do, or maybe two, depending on how much you drink. But what I'm trying to do is get you into REM, that rapid eye movement, that deep sleep, that you wake up in the morning and go, wow, I haven't slept like this in years.
Well, I just got the roll-on put on my neck, and I can actually really feel it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Within 30 seconds, I was feeling
It's
it.
not about feeling it just now. It's 2, 3, 4 hours later, you'll start noticing you still have mobility, you have muscle elasticity, what it kind of creates for you. So you'll notice it.
It's amazing.
3, 4 hours.
Thank you. And it's, how quick was that, right? It just
very quick. You can feel it right on your neck.
I got to tell you, the left foot, not the same I don't have that rubbiness that I got on the right foot because I did.
Did you
the
do
left.
both feet?
No, I did
Okay.
the
You
left.
only did the one foot.
I did the one because I want to see if there's a difference here. But I can feel the difference. It's like there's something about the inflammation. What there's a removal inflammation?
Right, yeah. So cannabis. So people. So you know, there's a couple things that cannabis does. There's also a lot of other other molecules in there. All safe. We're USDA certified organic. We're kosher. We're non-GMO. We're vegan. Okay, so we have all these different certifications. But to answer your question, yes, there's a very strong anti-inflammatory component that is all natural, that you don't have to worry about anything, like I said, with contraindications or drug-on-drug interactions. But there's also things that help with muscle elasticity. So it means that it helps relax your muscles, makes them more pliable so you can use them better. Okay? Something like a Tiger Balm or an Icy Hot. These are things that everybody knows all the time. They don't work. They make you feel tingly for a couple minutes, and then for 5 minutes, and then you're like, wow, I feel like it's working. But it's really not. What you don't feel in that product is what you're feeling in about 10 minutes, where it's actually going to make your muscles more pliable. They're going to be able to be used again. If you have a tight neck or something with some tension, it's going to relieve that pain. It's going to long-term anti-inflammatory. It's going to work for hours on end. So this is a great product, again, topical. If somebody said, oh, I don't want to take a gummy, I don't want to take a capsule, but really the product that kind of takes this to the next level is the Pure Relief. It took about 3 years to make, about 27 different doctors we worked on it with, 2 different scientists. I actually molded it after a natural prescription product called Limbral. And it has catechin, baclin, boswellia, curcumin. It also has CBD, THC, and a little bit of Delta-8 in it. All of these things are for long-term pain that works systemically. So from anywhere from muscle pain, menstrual cramps and migraines, all the way to fibromyalgia. So it's a pretty amazing product that people have been going, it took us a long time to make, but doctors, we sell directly to doctors, healthcare professionals. Of course, we'll sell to anybody on your show. You could always go to our website, purewell.com. But the truth is that it's something that works.
And this we
that's what
talked
people are
about
looking
yesterday,
for.
Nick. You do not need a medical prescription. It's not medical cannabis, so it's not medical marijuana.
Right.
And it's not CBD, and it's not what you're going to find in the drugstores or the gas stations. This is available to all consumers, correct, Peter?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
It's when we say medical, it is medically focused, because it's trying to.
Just need you to stay on your mic.
Oh, sorry. It's actually providing something for you to achieve. You're looking at something to get that, like you said, you're going to feel it work, but you're going to start finding the relief you're looking for, the results you're looking for on other places you haven't.
Peter, I'm curious about this sleep thing.
Well, okay, this is sleep. That's
We'll have a
what
low
put me on the map.
Jeffrey.
No, I'm serious.
I know,
because
trust me.
I've got kidney disease with diabetes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Insulin. And with the kidney disease, I'm not sleeping long periods. I'm only sleeping 3.5 hours, and I'm up.
And the thing with that is you'd be surprised. Obviously, you have some medical conditions that you're battling, but this is not just for you. It's for so many people that don't even realize they have.
Is it a roll-on or
No,
is it a pill?
this is a gummy.
Oh, it's a gummy.
It's a gummy. I do have an oil, okay, which means you would put it under your tongue and let it sit. But everybody loves the gummy. The gummy works so well, it tastes great, and in about 35 minutes, you start to feel a little sedative. Now, again, it's not going to knock you out. This is not a tranquilizer.
Right.
This isn't Tylenol PM. This is not going to make you groggy in the morning. It's just going to put your body in a sedative state that prepares you for sleep, that you can get into REM, a rapid eye movement, which is that deep sleep. What's crazy about if you were even sleeping for 3 hours a night, okay, what's great is the 3 hours a night that you got to sleep, you're going to sleep deeper than you slept for 8 hours. So, yes, you will sleep longer. But let's say even if you slept for those 3.5 hours still with my product, you would still get a better night's sleep than you would have for 8 hours.
You mentioned melatonin.
Yeah.
Is that in that gummy or no?
There is I'm not a big fan of melatonin.
Because it doesn't work for me.
Right. It's in there because everybody hears about melatonin. Oh, melatonin. But the truth is melatonin is not it makes a lot of people groggy. It's not great. It has a lot of other things. So L-tryptophan, stuff that's in for Thanksgiving. Okay, you know that, right? Like Thanksgiving in Turkey. Valerian, well, yeah, in Turkey.
All right,
valerian,
Nick, I got to ask you. He's over here describing his feet sensation.
You know, I feel like the circulation is back into my feet.
It does, and
What
it
the
does
hell
help
is
with
that?
that. Yeah.
It's like,
What's it feel like?
I mean, you guys, you get blood in your feet. It doesn't bother you, but when you're lacking blood and oxygen in your feet, and all of a sudden it picks up, I can actually feel it moving. I'm sitting here telling myself, am I losing my mind?
No, well, it's actually because capsaicin. There's a couple other things in there that's camphor. There's things that are in there to stimulate that blood flow. We want that.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
the stimulation of the blood flow. in my
And
feet.
that's the cream.
That's the salve.
Much better.
We
Thank
have
you,
we
guys.
have three different things.
Good.
We have a roll-on. So that was the quick one that I put there on your neck. You have a salve, which is very viscous, more like I wouldn't say a Vaseline consistency, but thicker, right? And then we actually have a lotion that women use all the time for, we use it for eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, but vampire facelifts, lotion, moisturizing, things like that. That lotion is absolutely phenomenal.
They put platelets in it.
Vampire
They take your blood.
facelift.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a thing that they do with platelets in blood. And in your, I was something I was not actually aware of. And about 6 months ago, we had some high-level estheticians had taught us about how they use it afterwards. They taught us about it. We didn't
What
know.
are they using afterwards? Your cream?
They use our cream after.
For what?
Well, remember, there's still an anti-inflammatory effect in that cream.
Which
So-
one are they using?
Well, we have a lotion.
The lotion.
The
so
lotion.
vampire facials, they go in with like the microneedling and they take out your blood, they spin it down,
put it
it's
in your
called
face.
PRP, your platelet-rich plasma, and then all those microneedles, they put your blood back on your face to go and revitalize the pores and
then it's
reoxygenate. But there's like mini microneedles, so now they're using this lotion on top to help
Afterwards,
with the
right,
afterwards to help with the
I
inflammation.
mean, they use it for,
Right.
well, they use our stuff for,
That's
believe it or not, for
amazing.
tattoos. They use it for, our lotion has been used so many different ways because of all the different things that it treats and it has so many benefits that, again, the whole point of here is we're trying to push the narrative of legitimizing cannabis, legitimizing this product, and making sure that people know that there are a lot of natural remedies out there, but they work. How many things you hear like,
work.
oh, I'm going to do something in natural, but you never feel anything. You're like, but it's natural. It
Now,
shouldn't
let me-
be like that.
Nick, let me ask you a question. I use this a month. I use it 2 months. Does the absorption slow down because the body is already accepting it? Because some of the stuff that I use started at
Builds
the
up a
beginning-
tolerance.
It builds up a tolerance.
Yeah, no. So okay, so this is, it's like, it's kind of funny. It's like you're writing off a script and I'm just, you're pulling up pins and I'm knocking them down. That's actually
Like
one
back
of
in the good old days
Back
with
in
you
the
and
good old
Freddie,
days,
man.
right? So no, that's actually the best part. A lot of the cannabinoids that are in hemp are not something that build up a tolerance in the body. Your body actually has a cannabinoid system right now. So people ask me all the time, especially women, how young can I give this to my children? I go, well, did you breastfeed? Because you gave your child cannabinoids when you breastfed. We produce cannabinoids in our body. So our body is used to taking them. You don't build up a resistance. So it's going to work just as well for you today as it does in 10 years or 87 years.
It feels great on my neck with the roll-on.
Sometimes because I've done this on the air and you put things on and you feel the change and you feel it, like you're feeling. But I'm glad that you guys are trying it because I sort of sit back and go.
If you can get that roll on, if anyone else wants to try it, just to, on their neck or
wanna try
anything,
it on
it's a
any pains
quick,
you have.
it's something that, if you wanted to try, Glenn, yeah, if you
Let's
want
give
to try a
Glenda
little on your
to
neck.
try
or
the
if
roll-on.
any-
Oh, Josh's going to try it? Okay.
Great. Let's put some on your ankle because I would like for you, absolutely. I
the
want you
salve?
to tell me how you feel.
Now I got to tell you, the salve for me I like because diabetics have dry feet.
Correct.
And I like this because it moisturizes I like the slickness.
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
edema part. Yeah.
I like it better than even the roll-on, even though the roll-on may be faster.
it
But
dries
it's
up
working
quick.
more as time is going on. I'm feeling like the circulation of my
Bailey,
foot.
give this
And I
to
didn't
Glenda
want
to
to say
try
anything because
also
I
for her
said,
ankle.
maybe I'm going crazy
No,
here.
no. look, you know that diabetes is close to my heart. My sister was the first woman to ever beat diabetes. She had a pancreas and a kidney transplant over in Jackson Memorial. She's very well known, and because of this, I had a dad,
The lady.
died of pancreatic cancer. So very, 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 very true to my heart of diabetics and healing people through other methods. I've been in the medical field a very, very long time. Launched drugs into the nation. I've done medical devices, oxygen systems. This is an absolute passion for me to be able to help somebody naturally, to give them results, to give them a better quality of life, to manage the pain or the things. Look, these aren't, I think you said it yesterday. You could have the cure for cancer, right? But why are we on here today? So people could hear it.
Yep.
If I had all these products and nobody knew about them, how great are they?
It's true.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to forward the narrative, get people to understand about these products, but because they work.
And the right information about the product.
And the right information. There's a lot of misinformation with cannabis right now, and it's so upsetting to us every single day.
And
I got dispensaries.
I got to tell you, I met Nick 11 years ago.
Oh my gosh!
And
If
we
we
did
could
a-
only put that picture up.
And we did a
I
pill.
already
Do
was
they
trying to
have a
get it.
picture of
That's
this?
what I said.
You
I was
have
going
to
to pull
send
it
it
up.
over to
You have
us.
to send it to me. We did a pill commercial. He was a pill. And then he
He's
brought
still a
in
pill.
A big blue pill.
A big blue pill. And then he brought in a artist who dressed somebody out like Skeletor. What was
Yeah, it was actually my regional manager at the time.
she was unbelievable the way she did.
Oh, Chloe. Oh, yeah, the girl. The
girl.
she was
Unbelievable.
amazing.
So
yeah.
I kept saying to him, I don't want to do this because what he wanted to do, I had never done. He wanted a 3D cartoon animated person thing. Right? So I say to him, I don't have a place to shoot
Peter's
this.
figuring it out.
So he goes, let's just go to an office building and open up a door and we'll do it there. So I got wind that we can go to this office building. We go in there, we open it up, and we made the whole room green. Not a wall. The whole room was green.
It's true.
And he goes up there with this pill. And we did it, and it came out fantastic.
It was a 6 foot. I mean, I'm not even 6 foot. It was a 6 foot pill that was. It was this big.
With white
and,
tops.
and me underneath of it in beautiful white leotards, which I don't think it's ever been worn
No,
like
but
I've worn
everybody
it.
did know
I gotta
what
be
religion
with
you
a
were.
body like this. I mean, in leotards, it is something to be seen. I gotta be honest with you. No, but I was a little better shape 11 years ago, I think. But I like to say, right, but it was crazy because I had to get in and out of places. People had to help me
Dressed as
take
a
it
pill.
off. And then I'm walking around in this white, this leotard. I mean, it was a sight to be seen.
I didn't know that they made you do, after the shoot, they made you do it.
Oh, I
didn't
went
know
to
that.
doctor's offices. I won the Halloween contest in Moonfest
I bet you did.
for that costume. People they were like, let's go, Viagra. I'm like, I'm not Viagra. Viagra's triangle. I'm a regular pill. I mean, I was very, very passionate about it. But it was kind of funny because so it's actually what's bringing this back, and this is kind of funny, that pill was named Limbrel, okay?
Limbrel.
The
I
two
still have
active ingredients that were in Limbrel, it took me about 5 years, but those are two of the active ingredients that are in Pure Relief. That product was so good for people that had rheumatoid arthritis and long-term pain that Pfizer hated that, and they battled us in court, and they finally got Limbrel taken off the market. There was nothing wrong with Limbrel. They just tied us up in court, and the company didn't have enough money to
Drained
really
you
fight
dry,
it.
basically.
Drain you dry, but I took those two ingredients, I added it to Pure Relief, I added the cannabis part, I added boswellia, I added curcumin, and this long-term anti-inflammatory, I'm telling you, aches and pains, they will go away.
I am all in for trying it.
They will absolutely go away for you, and
It only gets better as you use it.
right, and it gets better to use
And
it.
as
so it's-
Gary's rubbing his knee, I'm like, look, he's got his right
do
hand
you
on
have
his knee.
anything on your legs right now? Why don't you put a little sound
No,
on?
he would like to put
Oh,
on his knee, I
you,
think.
sir. Gary, okay.
He's like,
Gary,
I gotta.
if you want the roll on or you want the salve, go ahead and try it. Put it on, whatever you want.
The salve, you put it on with your finger, right?
You can. Yeah, I mean, obviously, when we give it, we usually it's a popsicle stick because but if it's your own.
No,
put it
I
with your
mean,
finger.
if you can apply it with a
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's your own, take your own
Yeah,
finger.
you're
and
already
you can
loose.
put it
I
on.
mean, if you
We
wanna
just
use
to
a
be
spoon-
safe, to be clean, we use popsicle sticks, and you need one. We'll give you one. That we try that so you can use it.
It's a great product. You're gonna love it. I would like him also to meet Angel with the
I
senior.
think she's coming over in a little bit.
With the senior circuit as well. I gotta tell you, he's always been in this whole health thing, fighting inflammation since I've met him. And this is going on back for 11 years, and he's always done it. I trust anything that he puts out there because after doing this commercial, which came out outstanding, that was unbelievable.
You did an amazing job.
And I said, I didn't do. You were
Lost
acting.
like the ark, apparently.
He lost like 15 pounds that day.
It's crazy.
When he took this thing off, he was a sweaty mess. I feel so bad for him. We got towels because it was hot in that thing.
Oh, it was beyond.
And
I
what
wish
was
I
the
had
name
air
of the arthritis? Was
Yeah.
one.
Well, he was arthritis was the skeleton, and that's why the whole point is when you have rheumatoid arthritis, you're mostly joint on joint. You have cartilage missing. You have inflammation. That's why you have a lot of pain. You wake up in the morning. There's a lot more synovial fluid. There's a lot more inflammation, and your hands. You feel it. You feel it in your legs. You feel it when you get in and out of your car or go to make coffee in the morning. That's arthritis, and you could be 20 and get osteoarthritis. And people think that
Jeffrey
it's an
wants
older
it all.
condition. No, I have plenty of athletes. We have a lot of professional athletes that use our products. We use them every day for these athletes that are banged up, and you'd be surprised. They're 20, 22 years old. Their body's like, yeah. I mean, they're dead. Also, and I want to say one thing, we are kind of, so for everybody to understand, we created the first legal marijuana as well. So we do have a product that that also makes you feel good as well for relaxation.
With no card needed.
But no card needed. So we have a little bit of everything. We do have medical marijuana legally. We have obviously great anti-inflammatory products in all different ways, and we're really passionate about what we do, and that's why I was so excited for you to try it.
What's your website, guys?
Wait, we gotta get to
The roll-on.
Yeah.
Like my wife has a problem with her neck.
Okay.
Okay. Since she was in a car accident several years ago, so she's always complaining when I put on the brake and how when you drive.
Yeah, a little bit of
on and off,
whiplash.
And it hurts her neck.
Yeah.
This is the roll-on for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something she could be in your car. Now, here's one thing though: don't leave it in your car. It's I need to. You don't want to leave any of this stuff in your car. What?
Room temperature or
Right, because of the temperature. Remember, these are natural products.
Right.
If anything, and no matter what, you know how hot the
No, I
sun
wouldn't
is in
leave it in the
Florida.
car.
It'll melt anything. You just don't want to leave it in the
It
car.
would turn into a liquid form, and once it happens, forget about it. You have a different product.
Yeah. You don't.
Jeffrey,
you
talk
don't want to
into
do
your
that.
mic.
Yeah, I understand.
So just try to So like
Your wife is
bring
gonna-
it in the car with you, but take it out when you leave.
Your wife is gonna love you. You're doing nails for her. Right. You're bringing some roll-on for her.
And her birthday was the 27th of May, so,
Happy
you know,
birthday.
here's her present.
There you go.
It's a belated
And that's
birthday.
why he's getting all the
Better
things.
late
That's what
than
the dog
never,
has.
right?
That's really right.
Nick, what's your website?
Oh yeah, we're www.purewell.com. So it's PURWELL right there on there. I don't know if you could see that, but it's PURWELL.com. Yeah, I don't know if they could.
Do you have your product here that we can get?
We have some stuff here for sure for you. Absolutely. When you go
I'll buy
online,
it.
we have
No, I want to buy
all
it.
types
Gonna
of
buy it.
things.
It's good, right?
We are a national company. You can always go
Yeah,
online.
my leg
So
is
it's better.
now, you know, it's,
And the more you use it, the better it's gonna feel.
well, how often do you really have to,
Go to
As
commercial
needed.
break and they can
Right?
as needed,
As
right?
needed. So it's not gonna, you can't overdose. You can't overdo it or anything like that. You use it when you need it.
All right. Hold on. Hold that thought.
We're going to go to commercial break. You guys can continue the conversation. We'll have Carol come back when we come back from commercial so we can get her all set up on that one.
Okay. We got
Quick
a
commercial
couple of things
break.
that
We
we
got
wanna go
some
over.
things. It's National Donut Day. We're going from health and wellness
We got
with
more
Pure
stuff
Well
for you.
to beer and donuts. Only on the Brooklyn Cafe can we do all of this in one show. So stay tuned because it all starts with you, and we'll be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on set, we always air live to inspire, educate, and create. Make it a date and have a day at the cafe. Join Dawn and Freddie every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and for lunch every weekday from 12 to 2. Amplify your voice. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
I'm Heidi Wild, and the only moisturizer I use on my skin is Javon's Desired Radiance. Javon's quality starts with producing the goat milk of the blue herd. It could make your skin look and feel younger and more radiant, just like mine. And now, there's a Javon's Desired Radiance for men, too. Order now and find out for yourself at javon.com.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
There must be something in that cream that everybody's up
Everyone's
and
jumping and they want to try it, and their back's moving and their neck's moving, and this
How's
one's
your ankle?
flying, and everyone's good. On her dimples.
Those are called dimples.
3 hours of standing on my feet.
And she.
I go home at night and I'm so.
Those are called dimples?
On your lower back, I guess?
Everybody has dimples there.
Really?
I don't know. I got to try that out.
I can't see that far back. Eileen, you got dimples there?
I got dimples everywhere.
She's hilarious. Only in the cafe do we get to do what we
That's
get
a
to do.
stand-up comedian right there.
So,
Except, do you really want to see 87-year-olds?
Yeah.
So it is National Donut Day, and there is a big event tonight at Copper Point Brewery up in Boynton Beach. So our crew is up there on location, and they're interviewing Mike, talking about the event and what they've got going on. We also have their own branded beer. So we go from all these other things. We've got Bee Squeeze, we've got Copper Point, we've got, I guess, their brand, and then we've got an IPA.
All their ales or beers?
We've got a red IPA, Bee Squeeze, and so we've got a couple things from Copper Point to check it out. So, Haley, let's take it away. So they're going to cue that up and see what we got going on over here. Which one did you like, an IPA or the Copper Point?
I don't know. I got to look at it.
I am here with Mike from Copper Point Brewery, and we are going to learn a little bit more about Copper Point Brewery today. I wanted to start this interview off by asking you, how you all got started in all of this and how Copper Point came to be?
We're actually the brainchild of our owner and head brewer, Matt Cox, who is a brewing veteran of South Florida who has been brewing for close to 2 decades. He started off brewing at a brew pub in Coral Springs and then decided to go out onto his own and open up Copper Point here a little over 7 years ago.
Nice. I wanted to know how everything works back there. I don't really know too much about how beer is brewed, so I just wanted to learn a little bit more. I know I already talked to Slick about how the process was, but I just wanted to ask you again for Don and Freddie.
To try to do the too long didn't read version of it because it's quite an intense process. Essentially, we have 4 main ingredients that go into making beer: water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. Varying different types of those ingredients allow us to create other beers. And then we can also add adjuncts such as fruits, chocolates, vanillas, depending on the type of beer that we are trying to make. We create a sugary water that we call wort during the brewing process using water, malted barley, and hops. That then goes into a fermenter with yeast. The yeast eats those sugars and creates alcohol, then creating our beer. Depending on the type of beer that we're making, can vary over time. Most of our ales take about 2 weeks. Most of our lagers take about 6 to 8 weeks to fully condition and be ready to then carbonate and can for some of our beers as well.
So you don't can all the beers?
Not all of our beers. We can probably about 3 to 4 for year round, including our Copper Point Lager, which is our best-selling beer, our A10 Red IPA, our High Ridge IPA, and our Witness Wit beer. We then will can up some special releases based on season or just something new and unique that we come up with as well. And we try to have maybe around 6 to 8 offerings at any given time for cans to take home. We also offer crowlers, which are a canned growler option for some of the beers as well for people to take home.
That's awesome. Do you have any special summer beers?
We're actually going to be having a new one coming out probably in a few weeks. It is called Cold Now. It is a cold IPA that we brewed in collaboration with our friends Invasive Species Brewing down in Fort Lauderdale. It is essentially a Pilsner base, but with a lot more hops into it that is more reminiscent of an IPA. But it will be cold conditioned like a lager. It uses a lager yeast, but has a lot of hops that we would typically expect that to come out probably early to mid-July.
Awesome, can't wait to try. So how did you get your start in this business?
I actually started off as just an enthusiast, a blogger, a podcaster, and eventually got myself into a role in the brewing industry a little over 10 years ago, working for another local brewery. I've been at a few other places throughout my time. I'm pretty enthused that I've had my hand in practically every aspect of the brewing industry. I've brewed beer, I've cellared beer, I have worked behind the bar, I've sold beer, and I now do marketing for us here. I've been at Copper Point now about 2.5 years.
Awesome. What kind of things will we see on the social media?
I am a very, I like to portray our beers as beautiful. I like to have beautiful pictures and have them just visually be appealing. We like to try to tell some stories as well about the beers' backgrounds and what these beers are. And we're also trying to incorporate more video into things now because that's what the algorithm says we need to do.
Do you think that people usually don't see beer as beautiful? So is that what you're trying to push?
I think sometimes it is viewed as just a thing that you have on your couch at home. which is fine, but I want to make it come across as beautiful too, because beer can be beautiful.
I think that's wonderful. The last thing that I wanted to ask you was about like the atmosphere in here. How did you guys get the idea to do more of like a rustic kind of theme?
It kind of goes along with the name Copper Point. We wanted to add copper elements. Our bar top is copper. And then it just kind of went from there. Worn, reused wood, brick, those types of colors and aesthetics really go well with the idea of copper as a color. And I've heard some people say it feels like a hanger, which I wouldn't discount. And some of our beers do have a kind of aerial type of aesthetic to them, theme to them, especially some of our cans. So I think that it should just feel homey and feel like a place that you want to hang out in, lighting, low lighting, and that just makes it feel like you just want to hang out.
Yeah, I feel like it's very warm in here when I come in here. I just feel very like at home. All right, how can we reach you, Mike, and how can we reach Copper Point?
You can visit us online. Our website is copperpoint.beer. Yes, .beer. We are also on all of social media outlets. We're on Facebook. Our Instagram tag is @Copperpoint Brewing Company. We're also on Twitter @Copperpoint Brew.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now back to Don and Freddie.
All right, good.
Hi, Brooklyn Cafe TV. Thank you so much for having us. I'm Erin from TMI Food Truck, and I'm here at Copper Point Brewery in Boynton Beach. We're celebrating National Donut Day with a twist. We're debuting 4 new mini donut flavors: apple spice, guava and cream, chocolate s'mores, and pina colada. But what's even better is Copper Point has made 4 new craft beers to go with these flavors. It's available tonight from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at 151 Commerce Road in Boynton Beach. We hope you can join us.
And we're back at us.
Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Ah, Georgia's on my mind. Georgia, ooh, my little Georgia. No peace can I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind, on my mind. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile so tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you, Georgia, my little Georgia. No peace can I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile so tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you, Georgia, my little Georgia. No peace can I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on
that is the beautiful singing voice of Glenda Granger and Gary Lawrence.
Gary Lawrence.
I needed Gary Lawrence.
My manager at the company that I did in Miami. And it's funny, when I saw your name,
You thought
I
it was
said,
him?
wouldn't it be something if it was him? Because he played the piano too, not like this. This guy's top notch over here. But Gary did play the piano, and I said, I'm just going to wait and see, because you know how things work in here.
Gary Lawrence and
I
J&M
mean,
Productions.
Nick shows up out of the blue, Mr. Pillman.
They're very busy in the back, but while our crew was on location, we actually got to try some of the beers that Copper Point sent over. They sent over their Copper Point, their red IPA, and then their Bees. What's this one? This is the Bees. Bees Squeeze. I think the winner is, I believe, the Copper Point. And of course, TMI Food Truck, because it is National Donut Day. We have all of the donuts for everybody to try. So we're going to be passing those. We're going to be passing these donuts out for everyone. There's a guava cheese. They've got some new ones. Chocolate. I don't know. They all look amazing. There's Oreos and sprinkles, and give them a try.
Now, I love this, guys, because if you have an event and they will do anything you want them to be from the Bronx, they're from the Bronx. You want them to be from Queens, they're from Queens. You want them from Florida, they're from Florida.
From the Heights.
I mean, they're firemen doing this, and that was, I think, his wife involved. And they're firemen. These guys are down to earth. And what I want to do is I want to do an event like Meisner that allows food trucks and things of that nature. Get that to Slick.
You want to try one?
No, I don't want. But it is unbelievable how they do it and they present it. So I thought of coming up with jerseys, you know, if you're a Met fan, a Yankee fan, a Marlin fan, whatever you are, and having something done in the sports field. And we had the lady with the tents, and I wanted to put a band inside the tent, a singer inside the tent, to bring attention to maybe doing something for unity, so that we can all get together and sort of become one. So.
But TMI Food Truck, they do everything from mini burgers, craft burgers, to hot dogs, to the most unbelievable tater tots. You can rent them out for the night, and it's a great, they have a flat fee of $7.50, which is unbelievable.
That's right.
You're thinking of having a neighborhood party, a block party for summer, bring them over, and just everyone can chip in and feed the family and all come together.
And Dawn ate all the tater tots.
I did. They were amazing.
I never seen Dawn polish off a plate.
Every single one.
Well, the tater tot too gone.
I know. How'd you like the beer?
I'm drinking a little beer. It's good. There's different flavors, like everything else. Me and Jeffrey, I think we agreed on one.
I think the guys in the back have one also.
We have a s'mores one.
How's the s'mores donut?
We have a s'mores donut.
Number one donut for them.
And I'm going to tell you, yeah, half a donut.
I cut them in half, so
No,
we
I'm
had
saying
enough to
that's
go
their
around.
number one seller.
Oh, I was going to say, this is phenomenal.
It's really good.
A lot of great flavors. It's very moist inside. It's got a great, it's a great, it's a
Good
great
mouthfeel.
And they have an artistic truck. It's covered in art,
Oh, wow.
which makes it amazing. So
Yeah.
they changed the whole frequency. I mean, the firefighters, they sort of understand what's going on.
Where, do you know where are they at a certain station, or is a couple that are from
You can
different
go
places?
to, I believe it's tmifoodtruck.com and find where they are. They rotate
All
around
over the
from the
place.
amphitheaters to the parks and find out their schedule from
Nice.
Lake Worth. I think what they do is amazing. They're really, really great guys, and they're growing. We met them on another location. They had a whole big game room. People just went to go play games in Lake Worth, and this they had set up, and really amazing. They were here last week, and you know, they were true to their word, and they told us about National Donut Day at Copper Point, and Copper Point reached out to us and said, come on up and cover it. And our crew went up today. They covered it. They brought the donuts back and their beer. It's all about community.
It's great. Imagine walking into a big, big place and it's all games. Parcheesi, Life, all of that.
Everything.
It's there, and you grab and you play, and there are groups and there are clubs. You never leave.
Right.
You know, in the day, that's what we used to do. We weren't on phones. We played all these board games.
We're going right after the show.
We haven't given you a donut yet, I know.
She's waiting so
She's
patiently.
waiting so patiently. I know, which is unbelievable.
You're funny.
Me? Well, Slick walked right behind her with the donuts.
Slick, go get a donut.
Did you get a donut, Jeffrey?
I got a piece of one.
Good?
Pina colada.
Oh, wow. How was it? Good? Yeah. Eileen's passing.
I'm passing because me and
Here's
donuts.
the thing. Here's the problem with what we do as women. We pass on the good stuff, right? And Glenda's like, no, she's not passing.
I never pass on good stuff. I figure at my age, what have I got to lose?
You got to enjoy it, right? People come in, we have pizza, I can't have pizza, I shouldn't have pizza, and then we miss out on all the good stuff sometimes.
Yes.
Just got to have it in moderation.
That's what it is. You can have a half a donut. Just think of it this way. One donut you shouldn't have, but you can't say no to a half.
That's a good point.
That's all.
I know. Can you guys give me put Eileen up, a 2-shot? And we have to talk about your show today. For It All Starts With You. Because I don't want to say anything about the text that I got, but I'm going to pretend I didn't get all those other texts from you, because today's show was spectacular. You did an intro, and I want you to share with everyone your idea, your heartfelt sense of what you share, this compassion that you put out to your community.
Well, you know what I've been working on in my own life, and also really reaching out to so many people. It's about creating the life of your dreams. And, you know, what goes into creating the life of your dreams? Of course, love, passion, and desire. Right? I look at Glenda, this singer who's 87 years old, and what keeps her young, what keeps her vital, is her passion, is her love of what she's doing. It gives her soul is singing. Your soul is singing. And that's what I want for my whole audience. I want them to connect to the soul so that they can sing. Not literally, believe me, you don't want me to sing. You don't want me to sing. But my soul sings when I know that I've touched somebody, or that I've encouraged somebody, or that I've highlighted a business, or a woman has come on my show who starts believing in herself. That's what the whole show today was about.
And you did it well.
And you did it so well, and you talked about community, but I love what you said is women are reaching out to you because they have something to say and they want their voice to be heard. And that is something that Freddie and I have talked about since we've been working together for 7 years.
Yeah.
And to hear it come from you, not just come from us, to hear it from you in your community, I thought sometimes it's those aha moments and ROI that you look at because the messages are being received and the community is listening and women are stepping into their power and saying, I have something important to say and I want my voice to be heard. So I thank you for sharing your community and bringing all those voices forward.
Oh, well, thank you for giving me and my audience and my community the opportunity, because what does everybody want most is they want to be seen. They want to know they matter. They want to know that their voice matters. And so, you know, I'm glad I can give I'm glad I have this forum now, this platform to encourage women to come forward, and men too. I don't want to leave men out, but my audience is really about, you know, targeting women to come forward, to be seen, to be heard, and to know that there's a whole community for you.
And I love that. And Glenda's shaking her head yes. And can you guys get Glenda a mic? Jeffrey, maybe you can share your mic with her.
Yeah.
You guys just open up all the mics, please. You have the gift of voice.
Thank you.
And you are beautiful and in grace, and you stand up. And women did not always, your generation or yours or mine, theirs does. They know to stand up for themselves, but we never did.
Younger women today do have it more easy than we did coming out, because at that point, a blonde girl singer, quote unquote, you know, the guys who were always the big ones that would give you the opportunities. There was a lot of Me Too going on there as well.
Oh, my goodness.
And God, I would be wealthy if I had that nowadays. But it was a man's world, and it always was the guy that was in control of everything. Now we women, we're taking a little more control, and I've always been very very much a feminine. I'm a girly girl. I don't want to stand up and say, hey, look at me, I'm tough. No, I'd rather do it with a smile and a song, which is what I have been so lucky all of these years to do. I'm so fortunate. Thank you for the lovely things you said about me, too. It is my passion. And I think a sense of humor helps, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But you stood up and you shared your voice before it was okay for women to be sharing their voice, and you fought your way through Me Too that didn't exist.
This is very true. You know, I've done a couple of movies and things. I did about 7 movies in Mexico.
Wow.
And in Mexico, the woman is, I won't say denigrated, but she's not that important in those days. It would always be the little blonde girl who was speaking with a terrible accent because they made me talk with a terrible Spanish accent, and I speak Spanish and French fluently. It didn't help. So what I was saying is, in those days, you had to kind of smile and go, uh-huh, okay. Now we can stand up and put our back straight and say, no. And that's my feeling about our lives today.
It's changing. So Eileen, you're opening up the platform and the airways for so many people, so many women to share their voice.
Absolutely. You know, I'm encouraging people, let's get on this together. Let's travel together. Let's do it together. Well, we all need community to support us. And so that was how my show was born, out of really desiring and yearning a community to encourage your voice to be heard.
But your intro was amazing today.
Thank you.
Really nice job.
Well, you know, as we were talking during the week, I was a little unsure, a little uncertain, but as always, you guys supported me and encouraged me, and we all need that, right?
You
We
make
all
it easy,
need
though.
that.
You make it easy for us. And Jeffrey's sitting here, and you've inspired him many week after show after show.
Well, I'm glad that I have. I'm glad that I'm given the opportunity to inspire, encourage, and be a positive role model for old, young women and men.
You know who would be a great person for you to interview?
Who?
Jeffrey's wife.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
She has a story to tell. He's looking at me. And it's remarkable if we can ever get her up here to share her story.
I would love for her to join me on my show.
She's an amazing woman, your wife.
Thank you.
That she is.
She's really lovely, and she's full of grace, and she's got stories, and we'd love to have her.
I will ask her.
If you're listening,
Yeah.
she's got a
Mary
story of
Lynn,
stories that
you've
need to be
you've
written as a
been-
book.
You've been volunteered.
I'd
But
like
Eileen,
Glenda on my show, too.
You will love it.
Maybe
Yes.
one day you'll be on my
I
show.
would love to.
Okay, good.
I think we'd
So-
have a lot to talk about.
I know, absolutely.
And then you got Peter there. Peter, are you always smiling?
Yeah, pretty much. For the most part. Unless I'm at
Why
my house,
not,
and then,
right?
then I turn it upside down.
It turns it upside down.
Well, you
Beauty of
know,
married life.
talking about today's woman as opposed to in years past, too many years ago, when I had the ad agency, everybody was talking about a casting couch. And women would do just about anything to get a commercial
Some of them.
or an acting job. Or,
Some of them, Jeffrey.
I said some. I didn't say all, and I certainly didn't mean you. Okay.
You were just saying the ones
but
that stayed
Yeah,
alive.
it was the casting couch, and that's where it came from, I guess.
Jeffrey, less is more.
I'm not going there.
You know, it's
Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He's going to have
Foot's
to buy
out.
some more items.
You know, it's funny because everything in the day that was done has been used to take away all of those thoughts and Me Too and all that other stuff, all that nonsense that was going on, which is now being pointed out. You know?
Right.
You can't do anything because there's always a camera, which is good. And don't try to get away with something because you're going to get caught. So just be a normal person, you know, towards a woman. Be a normal person. Look, Angel is in the house. We called her by name. Be a normal person, and get to get along. You know, I would love for women's rights, the soccer team, women's soccer team, USA is making the same money now as the men, even though they've won more than the men, so that's a different story. They win a lot more. I would like, instead of just women and men being equal, why don't we just be equal towards one another and see how that works out for a little bit, and maybe this whole thing will come about. You know, I don't understand. You know, if you don't have a sister, that's one look. When you do have a sister, that's another look. But we all have a mother, so everybody should be on the same page on this thing. That's what I love about your show. And I notice that when people come in to watch your show, they don't leave. So it's being heard, it's being understood, man and woman. I'm a guy, I listen to your show because it helps me be better towards females. You know, you're right, it isn't about always opening a door or picking up a tab. It has nothing to do with that. Just respect one another. And let's see how that works out. And then you get the beautiful music because she's going to sing.
Oh my gosh, so amazing. You guys are absolutely incredible.
Thank you so much. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to sing for you and all of your audience. It is a joy. Thank you.
It's been amazing. And Jeffrey, we haven't seen you since we were at Temple Colomie with Kendra.
Correct.
And what a great event that was.
It was. Kendra did a great job, and I just got her booked over at Cape Cabaret for June 30th. She's going to be doing a...
People were texting me, you know Kendra? Do you know Kendra is a pop star? Do you know Kendra? And you were there and you know her? And how do you know Jeffrey Weinstein? I thought, oh my gosh, you have no idea. My phone was blowing up. Jeffrey, he's a somebody, and Kendra, wow. I thought, yeah.
I know Kendra before she was singing.
That's
That's really strange.
That was a great event also.
It was really nice, put together very nicely.
So thank you to our crew who went up to Copper Point Brewery. Head up there today from 4 o'clock on. They've got donut day, different donut tasting, beer tasting, Copper Point up in Boynton Beach. To our crew that went up, thank you for doing all that. TMI Food Truck, because it's National Donut Day, I would love to tell you something other than they loved them, but they love them. So this is all that's left of the dozen donuts. We had to cut them into pieces. You guys are amazing. We've got Angel here, Eileen, spectacular, Purewell. Listen, I think it spoke for itself. What else can we tell you guys? But thank you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Unannounced. Nobody even knew about it. But I got to tell you, they have their finger on the pulse in the market.
Bailey, we may be having you animate a purple pill.
I
She's
like
our animator, so she would be the best at animating a round purple pill.
So we're going to have a song to take us out?
Sure, you want to take us out with another song for the weekend?
Absolutely.
So
All
we
right.
can get our weekend started.
We're going to have the amazing music take us out for a wonderful weekend.
Ask me, what is my favorite song?
Yes.
It definitely is this one.
Yes.
All right. Have a safe weekend, everyone. Stay dry, stay safe, enjoy the music, and we'll see you Monday, 11 a.m. brunch.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops tops, away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
There was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer. We're staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that heals. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can, when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word,